Good evening. For those of you I've not had a chance to meet yet, my name is Jessica Siderio, and I have the privilege of serving as a development manager here on the Gulf Coast. If I haven't had a chance to connect, please come find me. I would truly love to talk to you about how you can be part of this mission beyond tonight. Tonight, I want to start with gratitude. First, I'd like to thank our incredible committee and our amazing volunteers. This night simply does not happen without you. Cindy Bonner, our Gulf Coast founder and director emeritus, thank you for your passion and steadfast belief in this mission. You are such an inspiration to this community and to me personally. Your impact is truly immeasurable. I also want to thank our new leadership board. Your voice and your passion will make tremendous impact and bring more visibility for our mission. Sansing Dealerships, our title sponsor. Sandy, thank you for leading with generosity and for being such a strong leader in our community. And our presenting sponsors, the Bear Family Foundation and Lucy Trawick, your support is creating real impact for children and families right here on the Gulf Coast. Thank you. I also want to thank every sponsor in this room tonight. Your investment is fueling research. It is supporting families. It is accelerating hope. And finally, thank you to every single one who is here tonight, because showing up matters. I stood on this stage for the first time last year, only 6 months into this role. I remember feeling honored and very aware of the weight of this mission. So many of you came up afterward. You shared stories, you asked how to help, you invited connection. And here we are today, 1 year later. We are growing. We are building momentum. This year is also a meaningful one for Rally. As a national organization, we are celebrating 20 years of funding life-saving childhood cancer research and supporting families across the country. And here on the Gulf Coast, we are building on a milestone we celebrated last year, 10 years of Rally impact in this community. And we are thrilled to welcome Bryce to our Gulf Coast team as our development associate. Bryce is helping us expand partnerships, strengthen community engagement, and ensure that Rally's mission reaches even more families and supporters across the Panhandle. And many of you know Haley Scarberry, by the way, because she's married now. Haley is our program and Rally Kid manager. She is often one of the first calls a family receives. She walks beside them through hospital stays, treatments, and the unimaginable. She doesn't just manage programs, she builds relationships. She knows our Rally kids by name, by story, and by heart. We are making progress with research and providing support to these families, but we still have important work. Every single day in the United States, 47 children are diagnosed with cancer. 47. That's nearly 2 classrooms of children every single day. Here on the Gulf Coast alone, more than 50 children are diagnosed each year. 50 families. 50 lives changed forever. And 50 is 50 too many. The gap between urgency and funding is why Rally exists. But curing childhood cancer is not easy. Unlike many adult cancers, childhood cancers are rare, complex, and aggressive. Pharmaceutical companies often do not invest in pediatric-specific drugs because childhood cancer simply is not profitable. So progress depends on something else. It depends on philanthropy. It depends on community. It depends on you. Here's a fact that might surprise you. In 11 years, there have been 200 new drugs approved to treat adult cancers. In contrast, 44 drugs have been approved for children fighting cancer. 44. But guess what? Because of your support, Rally's investment has led to 8 of those FDA-approved This is proof that your support and Rally-funded research is working. Rally funds innovative, high-impact research, often early-stage ideas that have the potential to change outcomes. For research to truly have a lasting impact, it has to receive federal funding. 50% of Rally research receives federal funding, and 25% of those projects ultimately advance to clinical trials. That is huge. So, this is hot off the press. In fact, it has not even been announced yet. So, I have to swear everyone in this room to secrecy, at least until next Thursday night. I think you guys can do it, right? So I'm gonna need y'all to nod your head. I swear to secrecy. The sheriff is here in case you don't do that. Next week, Rally is announcing that we are awarding a record-breaking $7 million in childhood cancer research grants. That is huge, and it does not happen without your support, so thank you. This will bring our total to $47.5 million in childhood cancer research grants since 2005. I want to share something. Yay. I want to share something else that's pretty amazing with you. We use a portal called Proposal Central, which is the mecca of research applications that is also used by the NIH. If you look at a snapshot of our dashboard, you can see our initial investment. It still adds up to $40 million because, remember, everyone in this room is sworn to secrecy. But what I want to point out is that Rally's initial investment has resulted in over $1 billion in additional funding from the federal government and other resources. That is something to celebrate, right? And we continue to get the highest rating from charity watchdogs. And it starts by funding bold ideas early. It starts by believing in researchers who are pushing boundaries. As part of our 20th anniversary celebration, we have been digging into Rally research success stories, like Dr. Todd Drewry. In 2009 and 2010, Rally Foundation funded research by Todd Drewry at Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis to develop a new DNA sequencing method for childhood leukemia. That funding led to a breakthrough, error-corrected sequencing. Today, it's used globally to drive precision medicine from measurable residual disease, MRD, detection to personalized treatments. With early critical funding from Rally, Dr. Kveka led groundbreaking studies focused on a tough childhood cancer, neuroblastoma. It's aggressive in high-risk cases or especially hard to treat, and the cancer often comes back. That's where Dr. Kveka's research is making a difference. Her work helped lay the foundation for what would become a game-changing FDA-approved drug, DFMO. In 2024, DFMO was approved by the FDA as a maintenance therapy to help prevent relapse in children with high-risk neuroblastoma, giving kids a better chance not only to survive, but to be cancer-free. That early funding helps promising science move from idea to trial to treatment. We have seen progress, but 47 children will be diagnosed tomorrow. We cannot slow down. Now, when a family hears your child has cancer, research feels big. What feels immediate is fear, exhaustion, missed work, gas to get to treatment, food during long hospital stays. That's where Rally steps in locally. Through Rally Good Meals, we deliver meals directly to families in treatment because sometimes support is as simple as bringing dinner. Through our Family Emergency Fund, which has helped more than 3,700 families to date, we assist with rent, utilities, travel, and groceries. And right here on the Gulf Coast, we have our own dedicated Family Emergency Fund supporting local families. Rally's impact is deeply felt here on the Gulf Coast, but dollars raised in this room tonight don't stop here. They fuel research nationwide, in fact, across the world. A breakthrough thousands of miles away could save a child right here on the Gulf Coast, right here at home. We are making tremendous progress. You remember me talking about Phoebe last year? She was not able to join us because she was in the hospital battling complications of leukemia. But tonight, Phoebe is here, and she has a new hip. And she is ready to show you exactly how it works when she walks the runway. Moments like this remind us of why we do what we do. But even with progress, we still have a long way to go. Because in the last year, we have lost children. Rally Kid Brooks was a joyful, courageous 5-year-old, deeply loved by his parents, Tanner and Laura, and his sister, Josie. On December 31st, 2024, their world changed forever when Brooks was diagnosed with DIPG, a rare and aggressive childhood brain cancer. From diagnosis to heaven was just 2 short months. But in those months, Brooks showed a lifetime of bravery, light, and unwavering spirit. His joy never dimmed. His strength never wavered. His family has chosen to rally in his honor, turning unimaginable heartbreak into purpose. They are raising awareness, funding research, and standing beside other families so that one day no child will face what Brooks did. We remember Brooks tonight, and we carry his light forward with everything we do, as we do with all of the children we have lost. Because one of the greatest fears a parent has after losing a child to cancer is that their child will be forgotten. No parent should have to bury their child because of childhood cancer. No parent should have to hear the words, "There are no more options." That is why we're here tonight. All of our families and Rally Kids are the heartbeat of everything we do. And to all of our Rally families, you are the reason we are here. If you're a Rally family here tonight, please stand up. Tonight, we honor you. Your stories matter. You continue to drive the mission forward. Later this evening, everyone in this room will have the opportunity to take action. When you raise your paddle, you are not just making a donation. You are funding the next breakthrough. You are providing the next meal. You are covering the next emergency bill. You are honoring a child's life. 93 cents of every dollar raised goes directly to the mission to fund better treatments with fewer long-term side effects and ultimately a cure. That is something we protect fiercely. Tonight, because of you, there will be more hope waiting for these kids tomorrow. Let's continue building momentum. Let's accelerate progress. Let's rally on. Thank you.